Hey there, my name is Brooke Campbell. I'm the owner and founder of Fit Mom Connection. Thanks for joining me today for this 15-minute banded workout. So obviously you're going to need a resistance band for this workout. I have the long tubing with the handles. That's what's going to work best for this class today. Go ahead and step touch with me. As I talk, we will kind of get warmed up with our movements. You might want to have a carpeted space or a mat with you just to kind of make it a little easier on your bottom while you do the seated maneuvers. If you only have the sheeted bands, like the type that they give you at physical therapy, we can make that work. It's just ideal to have these handles. So we'll just do the best with what we have. So the thing about resistance bands is you really need to be mindful. The workout kind of comes from you really keeping the rest of your body in good posture while you're using the band. So you'll kind of notice that through my cueing today. One of the big cues, I don't want to say it 1,000 times, so I'm going to mention, when you're holding on to the band, you really want to be protective of those wrists. So you want to make sure that you're not bending the wrists awkwardly in or back. I tend to see this with my clients where they're kind of pulling their fist back. We want to make sure that we maintain a nice, strong wrist. And in turn, you're going to get a good benefit of strengthening your wrists while you do this. Let's go ahead and just tap those heels out in front. Just kind of getting the blood flowing here. You want to make sure that you feel strength within your whole body so that the band doesn't control you. You want to control the band today. So just really being careful to keep good posture. No shrugging when you don't need to shrug. I'll remind you of all this stuff, but I just wanted to kind of bring that up. Let's get started. We are already losing time. So let's take that band and we are going to step on it. So we're going to have about hips width distance feet. You want equal resistance on both sides. You're holding that band with those hands. We're going to go into some squats. So you're going to bring the band up to the sides of your shoulders. So your shoulder blades are in place, wrists are straight. So again, we're not flipping them backwards. And we're gonna sit back and stand up. So we're drawing in at the front of the core. We're sitting back like we're gonna sit on a chair. And so we're not letting those knees pop. Some people do squats incorrectly. They like bop. This is what they're doing. This is me just bopping my knees forward. We're actually gonna sit back like we're sitting on a chair, okay? The thing about the band is the resistance changes depending upon where you're at in the phase of the movement. Whereas when you're with like a dumbbell, you've got like the same resistance throughout the movement because the weight doesn't change. This has a different degree of pull. So it's kind of cool in that regard. Keeps the muscles guessing. Couple more here. I hope you're feeling good today. I'm excited to do band workout with you. We're gonna step side to side. Now for this one, here's a bunch of cues. Feet remain parallel. We're gonna get at those gluteus medius muscles. And you're noticing that I'm not letting my feet come together like this, because then you lose all your slack and you have to reset it. So kind of keep that hip width and then you go wider. Okay, just kind of match my movement. I know this one can be tricky. And you want to keep your ribs and pelvis nice and steady. Yeah, you're feeling it on your outer hips, right? Don't let the toes turn out. I know all the ways to cheat. We're not going to do that. 3 more. All right, friends, we are going to bring those arms down just to kind of give them a break. We're going to repeat those 2 exercises. If you want, you can just keep your hands to the side for the squats, but then you're losing the resistance band. Resistance. It's up to you how you want to do that. Let's go down and up. Inhale down, exhale up. I know this is just a basic squat. Thinking about it though, it's a little different with that constant change of tension throughout it. I hope you're having a good day. Weather here in Wisconsin is like blizzard one week and the next week it's 90 degrees and I'm not kidding you. So that's what we're dealing with here. All right, friends, we're standing tall side to side. Push. And you can always take away resistance. I should have kind of mentioned we're using like a middle to lightweight band if you have a big variety. I kind of have this really cool set that has different handles, different attachments, a bunch of different bands that have different resistance levels. It's Kinsey is the brand. I don't know, it was given to me by my aunt, and they're kind of handy. All right, we're done. Whew, okay, so we're gonna stay here. Bring those feet a little closer. Let's see how this goes, okay? We're gonna try our best here. So we're zipped up nice and tight along the middle of our core. With the right arm, you're gonna do a bicep curl. Keep that wrist straight. Shoulder press, bend, center. You notice I'm not bending a lot. Very important to keep the wrist straight. Curl, press, tilt, center. Keep going with that. Curl, press, bend, center. Everything's in control. The knees are not locked, but they're pretty straight. Notice how that left side feels to the right side. I know for me, a little bit stronger on the right side. That's why we do both sides equally. Good. The one thing I don't like about bands is like on this one, it kind of rubs. I know I sound like a diva, but it's a real thing. We just kind of deal with it because we're tough, aren't we? Couple more. Good arm strengtheners here. Whew. All right, we are done with that. We're gonna stay standing on our band, feet hips width distance. We're gonna hinge forward. I'll go this way for you. And you're gonna have to kind of not pay attention to the grippers. I'm gonna hold on to these little knobby things on mine. We're gonna have a nice flat back, neck is lengthened, abs are drawn in. And we're just gonna squeeze our shoulder blades and release. So on this one, you get to decide how far down on the band you wanna hold, because that will increase the resistance for you. Good, really feel those shoulder blades coming together. Try not to let them come up to your ears. Pull them down and back. Getting at those rhomboids and those lower traps. Those lower traps really help us with our posture. Drawing in the ribs, drawing in the low abs. 4 more, friends. Awesome, come back up. Let's repeat those things. Repeat. Feet a little wider, or a little narrower, I should say. Make sure you have balanced tension on both sides. Here we go. We're gonna go curl, press, bend, together, down, down. Curl, press, bend, together. You got it. Good job. Making sure that when you come down, it's with control. So that's that beautiful phase of the movement where the tension's going away, but we need to use control through that release. Notice what your core is doing. Notice your knees. Are they soft? Good job. Whew. Couple more here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take and cross and row. Here we go. Elbows nice and tight to the side. Chin is tucked. Abs are in. You got this. One of the things I love to do when I'm working with bands is to hook it to a railing or a solid structure and be able to kind of use it that way. Today we are assuming that none of us have access to that, okay? Maybe in a future workout I will kind of teach you some stuff hooked onto things. But for now, it's our body and the band, and that's what we're working with. 3 more. All right, let's release. So with that, I was trying to think, how can we work chest? Because we can't clip onto anything. Here's what we're gonna try, okay? So with this one, we're gonna put the band behind our back, and we're gonna hold on to the top of the band. And we're gonna kind of put it up across our bra line, and this side is just holding it in place, nice and solid, shoulder blade down, so I'm gluing my elbow to the side. This side, I have my elbow out. And I'm just gonna figure out my adjustment here, and we're just gonna press and release. Push. So it's not a huge phase of tension, but you will be getting some pec work, just as it's more of a shorter range. And it depends on the type of band you have. My band takes up a lot of space with these little clippies. Again, straight wrists. Here's 4, neutral neck. 3, 2, and 1. Set yourself up same way, same amount of tension on that other side, okay? I prefer push-ups over this. I'm just gonna say it, but I wanted to give you a full body workout with the band. I just have my preferences, you know, we all do, but I think it's good to try different things, not be afraid of that, or keep our open mind. Eight, 7, 6, 5. You got 4 more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys, we're gonna take it down to the ground. So go ahead, have a seat, sitting up nice and tall. We are going to hook the band right around our feet, okay? So we're drawing the core in as best we can. We're gonna take a hold of this, hands side by side like this. And we're just gonna take a nice big inhale, and on an exhale, we're just twisting to the right or left, whichever way. So it's just a little twist. You're gonna feel that tension going across. Imagine bringing this rib cage across. So it's just a little movement. You can have a grip whatever way feels doable to you. 3 more. Okay, we're gonna go the other way. So again, this is a great one for hooking on to something. We can get a little better range, but again, we are teaching you how to work with just your body and a band. But really bringing it in and across, in and across. Don't let the rib cage pop open. Four more, here we go. And 1, beautiful. Okay, friends, we're gonna take it hands and knees, press it back to downward dog, and we're gonna walk ourselves back up, and we're gonna roll it on up, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, so we're gonna take our band, we're gonna hook it to our foot. Let's do the right foot. So right in the middle, right in the arch of the foot. You're gonna have your elbows glued to the side. You're gonna stand tall, draw in that core. And we're just gonna glide, kind of keeping it to the side, or elbows to the side. We're gonna bring it up, using our balance. Kick it back a little bit. So this one is meant to challenge your balance. It's not meant to be a huge resistance exercise. I just am trying to throw you off a little bit and have your body handle this feeling of a little bit of instability so that we can be resilient, we can be balanced. 4. And get that leg a little higher in front. How about that? Woo! Good job. Squeeze the glutes as you pull that leg back. Awesome. Hands to the side, out and across. Okay, again, not a huge resistance exercise, but we're trying to stay balanced. So it feels kind of fun, right? You kind of have that cool tension. Doing it, look at that, I just lost it. It's not necessarily easy. So it's kind of like we're doing a diagonal kick. Get a couple more. All those good stabilizer muscles coming into play. Good, let's switch sides. Hands up by the shoulders. We're going up in front And clearing it behind you, squeeze the glute through. Find your focal point, maybe that little speck on the floor. How about one more each way? I forgot about lifting as high as I could. Let's do one more each way for good measure. All right, friends, we're going to go out and across. Out and across. Remember, you are strong. You have control of this band, even though it's trying to pull you in all sorts of directions. Nice work. 4 more. Good. Good work for the hips. You can shorten up that range if you'd like. Last one here. Whew. All right, let's let those bands go. We're gonna take it like this. We're gonna stretch, legs wide, and we're gonna bring it up and over to one side. It should feel nice. Up and over to the other side. I hope you feel a little bit better and realize like how much actual deep stabilizer muscles that we have to work in order to do our best with those bands in our bodies. All right, hold it here. Now, if you have a wide enough and if it feels okay for you, you can bring it behind your back as kind of some good mobility through the shoulders. But please pay attention to your body on this one. I don't want you to overstretch because that's a pretty big movement. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed those few moments of self-care, getting stronger, challenging your body to do some different things. So we'll see you again. Make sure you check out all the different classes that we have available and look at the virtual exercise membership or encourage your friends to try this virtual exercise membership. I'm here to serve you as moms and really encourage you to take time, find those nuggets of time each day in your schedule. You're doing awesome. See you again.